Okay, look, in the olden days, you used to be able to pirate Final Cut. It was like $800, and then later they came out with Final Cut Studio, which bundled more creative tools like this, and it was like $1,200. So it was completely out of reach. But you could download pirated versions for a while, and they'd work for a little bit, and then they'd stop working, and it was kind of a pain. And then they switched where you had to download you had to use discs. You couldn't download it anymore. You had to use discs. So I remember going to Studio City and buying the discs. There's like 5 discs or so for Final Cut Studio, and it was only $100. So this guy was making a lot of money doing this, but it was all illegal and terrible, and you could never update anything, and it was a horrible situation. So when Final Cut X came out, it was only $300, and that was a more reasonable price. But in the beginning of Final Cut X, it was terrible. It didn't do everything you could. You can do multi-clip editing, things like that. It was just terrible at first, and then slowly it got better and better and better. And when they finally cut off the old version it was Final Cut 11 was I think the last version. They finally cut that off, and so you had to switch to Final Cut Pro X. And so I went ahead and purchased it, and that's been so great. But that was years and years and years and years and years ago. But apparently what it sounds like is that it's still going to work. Apple is still going to honor us who bought the $300 version years and years and years and years and years ago. I don't even know. I would like to look it up and find out how long ago I did purchase it. But it has been absolutely phenomenal. I love editing in Final Cut Studio. I just know it. I know it. And people nowadays are getting DaVinci Resolve because it's free. And they're learning on that, and it's simpler for them to know DaVinci Resolve. So this is kind of a gamble for Apple to go ahead and start charging. I think this is 2 reasons for this. People still aren't buying the $300. People, listen, it is worth it because you get, I've been using it for years, and I get all the updates and all the things, and it's easy to use, and it's pretty cool. It is different, but it's easy to use. Anyway, now with this subscription, kind of like Final Cut for iPad, where it was like you don't have to spend $300 or whatever. You can just spend whatever. I think it was $2.99 a month. I don't know, whatever it was a month. Final Cut for iPad was just very cheap. Anyway, so now we're getting this, and I'm going to read more into the details of what this is.